My name's Akingbola. I'm an actor and a producer. And my relationship with the Theatre Royal Stratford East is that I was an usher here from the age of 16 till I was about 21. And I transitioned from being a usher into being a fireman for the building as well. And basically, before I went to drama school, a lot of my theatre education was all through Theatre Royal Stratford East. So seeing plays directed by Philip Headley, Kerry Michaels, and seeing great actors like Robbie G, Eddie Nestor, Angela Ma, Murray Melvin and stuff like that. It's really held a special place in my heart. And also, they used to have these Sunday nights. What were they called? Not gala nights, but like these the variety nights, And they would have a mixture of what I would say a mixture of the East London community, between sort of Bye Bye Black Band songs to sketches to Lindy Hoppers, and I felt like the theatre's always represented, the community, which has always been very, diverse and vibrant and very, very talented. I never got to perform in the variety nights. I was always there as an usher or the fireman. But I did get to perform on the Theatre Royal Stratford stage in a play called The People Next Door by Henry Adams. It won an Edinburgh Festival Award. And then Philip Headley, I think he got the rights to it. He basically, I think it was between Theatre Royal Stratford East and the Royal Court. He beat the Royal Court and he got the play to go straight from Edinburgh to here. And it was a smash hit show here. Should have been a film, but it was a sellout show, and it was my, my only time that I've been on stage here in a play. I've done sketches here and stuff like that. So many. One of them that sticks out that basically helped me be an actor was a Gulp Fiction. That was Eddie Nestor and Robbie G. They both played like multiple characters. And yes, it was a play on Pulp Fiction, the movie, but it was just so funny. It was sold out every night. If you were in the audience as an usher, you would know every word to every sort of scene. But what I really saw is how good they were as actors. And from there, I said to myself, definitely, I want to be an actor. Another play that really spoke to me was Tickets and Ties, which was a Nigerian play that was just so, I think, educational, for an audience to really know like a Nigerian culture and family in a comedic way. I think Little Miss Jocelyn was in it. One more that really spoke to me was Big Life, which was the musical that went from here to the West End. That was a part of history, and just seeing that musical and the way that it just elevated Stratford again on a whole nother level, which I think Stratford have these like decade spans, and they always have 2 or 3 plays or musicals that go from here straight to the West End. And it was nice to see the birth of Big Life and then going to see it in the West End. Yes, always. The audience was so loyal. They were very vocal in how they enjoy something and how they're being moved. So it was like one big family. You would recognize people, keep coming back. Also, the panto was a big pull for the community. So you would see sort of like little kids like 8 or 7, and then you see them again, and then like these grown teenagers and stuff like that. And I think also what was really nice is that it was the community of the different actors that kept coming in and out of Stratford East. I remember seeing Parminda Nagra in a musical, I think it was Sleeping Beauty or something like that. And then she was very young, seeing her go from that to Bend It Like Beckham and then to Hollywood and being in shows like EI is amazing. We've spoken a couple of times on Instagram. We still haven't met yet in LA, but we're due to meet later this year. I would say it's the theatre hub of East London. It's got a great spirit and history where talent has always been nurtured, from Joan Littlewood to Philip Headley to Kerry Michaels to Nadia. If you work here as a creative, you're going to be blessed for life because you have access to a wealth of great talent and great people. But also I think it is, for me, the number one community theatre in the UK. I really do. I just think it's always had a very loyal audience. And even if the artistic direction has changed here and there, I think what's been put on stage has always spoke to the community. I just love that you can trace so many talented individuals, whether they're writers like Roy Williams, directors like Matthew Azir, actors like myself, or like, Joe Martin. There's so many people you could trace back to their early work being here. Even Kathy Burke, and stuff like that. And I feel proud to be a part of that family, that alumni, but also I feel very grateful to have benefited from a theatre that's always stayed true to itself. You got Joan Littlewood right here, and I've read her book, and it's been interesting, like, that the ethos has always remained, even if the vision and direction has altered here and there. And I'm a big football man, you know what I mean? So it's almost like Bill Shankly days, the football room would change with different managers, but the DNA has stayed the same. And I love that theatre, Royal Stratford East, has like continued to provide a platform for great talent. Oh, Stratford East for me means home. Means home, like the borough of Newham. Yeah, it means family, community. It also means inspiration. And whenever I'm in the UK, I always try and come here to see something because I'm always inspired by what's going on stage. Also, it means my childhood, if I'm honest. Like, seriously, like from 16 to 21, like Christmas parties here, collaborating with other creatives, like seeing people sort of become adults and have families. It's amazing. I was in Mexico for New Year and Christmas, and I bumped into Kerry Michaels there, and it was so nice to have a hug. And I was with my girlfriend at the time. I was like, this amazing director producer has known me since I was 16, and he came to see me at drama school. Do you know what I mean? Because I think sometimes when you work here, anyone that is still an usher here, to be seen as not just the usher, but somebody that can be on the stage here, it's hard work and it's tricky because you're only known as a staff member, not only, but, they can't seem to see you in another way. But what I loved is that everybody's doors open here. You can go to the artistic director and say, hey, I'm at drama school as an actor, or I'm at film school, or, can you come and see me and see my work? And Karen Michael did, and I will never sort of forget that, in terms of always being open and supporting and there for advice. And Philip Headley, I remember a great story. There used to be a porter cabin here. I remember Philip Headley, me telling him I'm going to drama school. And he's like, what speeches are you doing? I was like, I'm probably working on a Macbeth piece and something else, John Ford piece. He's like, come into the porter cabin, I'm going to help you with these speeches. And again, like, I tell those two stories because you got two artistic directors that aren't saying, I'm an artistic director, I haven't got time for you. It's going, I don't matter how young or old you are, where you're from, my door's open, and I'm going to do what I can to sort of, help you achieve your dreams. And so, yeah, thank you to both Kerry and Philip. Yeah, I did. Like, again, it's so interesting because even though I was an usher, so I'd watch all the community work as being an usher, but Stratford East used to also take work outside. So they would go to colleges, to youth clubs. So normally I would know an actor that's involved either in the production or helping behind the scenes. So I'd see all the work that Theatre Royal Stratford East would do to cultivate talent here, but not just as actors, but creating the shows, writing the shows, taking them to areas that might not be able to get here to Stratford East. And so seeing that work like happen across the borough was very inspiring. And I think it definitely helped a lot of us creatives here set up our own companies. You had the Posse Company, you had BB, the BB Girls Club, I think. I'm not sure if that's the right title, but there's been about 4 or 5 different groups of people setting up their companies from here. And I think that comes from Stratford really promoting that of like, don't just be an actor, like what is your voice, what are the stories that you want to tell? You can just make anything from bare minimum, and don't be afraid. And they wouldn't just say it; they would do it. And so, yeah, in terms of the community, I felt proud to be a part of the community, not just as a usher, but also as a cheerleader, advocate for making sure that the performing arts, is reaching everybody, no matter where you're from and who you are, and not just about being an actor. It's about behind the scenes as well. Yeah. It's making me smile because I'm thinking of people like Pierre John Cauchi, who I think he went on to work at the National, and there's so many people that I've seen come and go here, go on to do great things, you know. Matthew was here to run the building, Manchester Exchange Theatre. The list goes on. I saw one of Roy Williams's first plays here, and look at his career now. Clint Dyer, Indu Rubasingham, you know, and I've worked with them both as actors. And so it's really nice when that community and that full circle family pop up in each other's lives, even now, you know, 10, 15 years on, and at great levels.